Please kindly introduce yourself to me.
Well, my name is Blessed Godsprin Smart. On radio, TV, people call me Captain Smart. I'm a Mayborn, proud Mayborn.
Okay.
The first week of May, the 5th day of the 5th month.
Wow.
My mother had wanted to have about 5 children, but fortunately for me and unfortunately for my mother, the first, the second, the third, the fourth, and the fifth.
I don't get you. This is confusing.
Okay. My mom had wanted to have 5 children.
Okay.
And fortunately for me,
Okay.
and unfortunately for my mother, I am the first, the second, the third, the fourth, and the fifth child. Meaning I'm the only child.
Okay.
I'm a proud father, a Christian of the Church of Pentecost, a broadcaster, currently with Media General, Unia Group, FM and TV, as the breakfast show host.
Is Captain your real name?
The name Captain, the title Captain.
Okay, is a title.
It's a title.
Okay.
Was given to me by Dr. Kwame Adokofo.
Okay.
And my former radio manager to Tech FM, Nana Puku.
Okay.
And it's a very short story.
Okay.
I enrolled to become a military officer.
Yourself?
Yes, I wanted to be a soldier man.
Not media, not radio.
And my mom said that one day no one been. Maybe in a group, it can soldier obo through nowhere. Ever served the So my mom went to Sir John, the late Sir John.
Okay.
You know, Sir John came from London,
okay,
and my mom went to him and said that, and then she also pressed on Adokofo that Yemfane Bamreno. So Uncle Kofo said that if you had even joined the army, maybe you would have become a captain. So now that you are sitting on radio, why don't you add the captain to your smart? Because it was a dream to become a captain in the Ghana Armed Forces.
Okay.
So then the name came up. So it was not me who chose that name.
Okay.
When I started broadcasting, I was called Blessed Smart.
That was the name you were using on air?
Yes, Radio Peace.
Okay.
Blessed Smart. When I went to Tech, the first year, I think the first 6 months, I was still called Blessed Smart. So they were contemplating, Ashanti region and using the name Blessed Smart. We needed some Amanakan. I mean, coming from there, you need some name that would actually represent the people that you come from. And then the captain came. The captain also came, and its captain is also English. But people thought that captain was more simplified, and easy to go along with than either blessed or blessed. The confusion in pronouncing this particular name. So, and then the name captain, the title captain, was adopted and approved by the management of Tech FM, led by Oponchumesi, the late Oponchumesi.
Okay, so you started from Radio Peace.
Yes, I started broadcasting from Radio Peace
as morning show host.
No, as a newsreader.
Oh, really?
Yes. If you check the records, I mean, I won the best English newsreader in the Central Region. Radio Peace, yes.
As at that time, what was the level of your education?
SS.
SS.
And still SS.
No, like currently.
SS.
Do you have a degree?
Senior high school.
Like
I went to the People's University of Apam Secondary School.
People's University
of Apam Secondary School.
So you don't have a diploma?
I do not.
HND?
I don't.
And you were reading English?
Yes.
How did you land that job?
You see, no, Radio Peace is not an English station, but the owner happens to be the first person who read English news on GTV rather.
Okay.
When Nkrumah actually launched the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, Mr. Kwesi Gatitego. Okay. So that's where the whole thing came from. So I was fresh from Apam Secondary School. They said they wanted some people who could speak English and either translate it to Twi or Twi and to English.
Okay.
So I was on the farm with my grandparents.
Oh, on a farm?
Yes. I was planting cocoyam, cassava, coconut. I love farming. And my uncle came with that road glass. In front of it, we had Nyame Oho. And then at the back, Obinim. Yeah, so I was on the phone when my uncle came. Oh, this is the announcement he's heard from Radio P. So he thinks that
you can.
That if I say you can, so you go. So when I was going, I went with my chemistry books. I did physics, chemistry, biology.
Okay.
So I went with my chemistry textbook, and then when it got to my turn to go for the interview, I asked the next person to go.
Were you scared?
I was really scared because the conversation that people were having there.
Okay.
Some were having their master's degrees. Others have done this job for years. Some with their, first degrees and diploma in broadcasting, and some coming from Ghana Institute of Journalism and all that. So I was like, hey, could you? So I remained until I remained to be the last person. So I had no other choice than to go sit before the panel. And there was about 6 people. Kwesi Gatitego, Kweku Gatitego, the wife, 2 other people, Amponsaudum, Nana Kofikum Singh, and one other person who came from GBC.
Okay.
So there were the people who, and then as soon as I got there, the man said that, oh, you are having a book already. What's that? I said, it's organic chemistry. And he said that, okay, read and translate it to Twi. I said,
instantly.
Carbon dioxide. What is the Twi name for carbon dioxide? Nitrate. If you want me to translate this, what will be the Twi word for nitrate? Carbon monoxide. What will be the Twi name? Then I remember my chemistry master, Mr. Seriam, he's an aware.
Okay.
Who said that in a simple form, all these gases are form of air.
Okay.
And they come with some kind of fire. So I am from Meja.
Okay.
So me kind of me drew her carbon dioxide and from Meja.
Okay.
Me do we are carbon and missing from Meja. So I used them from Meja throughout.
And they were okay.
They were okay, and it was adopted by the Twi news readers across the country.
So
the word inframaja, it is not
Kim,
a Twi.
you are the originator of the word inframaja.
It's not a Twi. It's not anywhere in any of the Twi books.
You are the originator of that word.
I used inframaja. It's an Iwer who taught me that.
And it became popular.
Yes, an Iwer who taught me that.
Okay. So were you employed?
Yes, there were 152. They were looking for only 2 people.
And
I was the second person to be selected.
How much was the salary?
Let me tell you the story, and that will baffle you before even I come to answer that one. After the interview, I completed senior high school on the 24th of December. Physics, we had some challenges. Other schools, I'm told, so
okay,
we had some few challenges. Okay. So we had to go write physics again. And so 24th December was my last day.
Okay.
As the school prefect at Wapam Secondary School.
Okay.
So January, February, somewhere, I think it's either January or February, when we went for the interview, they had picked me to be the second person to Oprim Kwanza.
Okay.
And Blessed Smart, whereby they were announcing from February. Those who came for the interview, one of them is called Blessed Smart.
Wow.
Please, today is the last day. If you don't come, we will replace you.
Okay, you didn't have no mobile phone, no communication during that time.
I was in the village, and then my grandfather and grandmother were typical GBC one. Okay. They were typical GBC people.
Okay.
And you dare not go touch their radio. The TV, GTV, you don't dare go touch it.
Okay.
So we were not able to hear anything, not even the announcement.
Okay.
It's the same my uncle.
Who heard it?
Who got to a Palm Junction and it was raining. So he was just fidgeting with the radio set, trying to find which radio station was working better. And because Radio Peace was at Winneba and it's closer to Apam, the signal was a bit better. And he heard Blessed Smart. Honestly, he said, and the office here. So he drove an empty car all the way to Gomwatechiman.
Wow.
To come tell my grandparents that,
you have a job.
So I went there on the 1st of April.
Straight employment.
Straight. And then when I got there, I met Dodo Chame. Greetings to you, Dodo Chame. He's the one who helped me in this industry, he shown the tracks, how everything.
Yeah.
So when I got there, he was washing.
Okay.
I went there. I've not seen a studio before. My first time. Everything so zuguma.
But that audition, was it done in the studio or
no,
somewhere?
it was done under a mango tree.
So it was your first time seeing a radio studio?
I think so. That time.
Like how? So they are employing you. You've not seen a radio studio
the
before.
Man, you know, I made them laugh throughout the interview.
Okay.
And they thought that I could add humor to serious talk.
Okay.
So they said, okay, then we have you. Then I went. Dodo Chami was washing, so I went there, took the items from him, washed it for him. And then he said, oh, he's left 1 or 2 things he still have to do outside. So, okay, man, castle, microphone 1, microphone 2,
then,
microphone
okay,
3,
mic 1, mic 2, like just like the console.
You know, and this one, the cassette player 1, cassette player 2, CD player 1, CD player 2, that time we're playing that.
Digital audio tape, yes.
And then video cassette, the piano encore.
Yeah.
We're playing it as well.
Wow.
On radio.
Video?
Yes.
Video cassette.
Yes, but we're only interested in the audio.
Audio, okay.
So you have to roll it small, and time it. You cue it.
Wow.
And I remember very well when he taught me all that and left. My first song to have been played on radio was Onyame Se Ayeyi by Soul Winners. That's my first song. I was in the evening. And whilst the song was playing, I remembered I've listened to Komola Dumo once with my uncle Sammy in his car. He loved listening to Komola. And Komola would say, this is the Super Morning Show. My name is Komola Dumo. In fact, I forgot myself. It was in the evening. I forgot my name and said, this is Komola Dumo. This is the Super Morning Show on Radio Peace. Then I started talking. So at a point I got to know that no, I am not Komola Dumo. I am Blessed Smart. Then I mentioned my name again and started talking.
Wow.
Then the owners of the station, Radio Peace, they were in town, drove straight up there where the waterworks thing is, and then they came and said, no, you don't have to talk. No, your voice is good. You talk so well and all that, but we need to give you some proper training before you can go on air. Okay, it's okay. But you're Marty. Well, when they left, you know, I sing.
Yeah.
And Charlie, I knew no evidence. So the only thing I could do was to still open the microphone and sing along. Then they came back, but this time when they came, they opened the studio door and they were all watching.
Were you scared?
That time,
you thought?
I thought, well, that's it. It looked like I was on a platform at the Pentecost convention singing.
Okay.
That was what I was picturing. So I was happy, and you know, I pulled a handkerchief out of my pocket and you know, started doing my own thing. And Dodo Chami was scared. He thought that they were going to sack him.
Okay.
Because he's supposed to guide me.
Time. And
when the song finished playing, the owner called me. Ayase. Wanze yedo. Nanku yide ko Basi sere nya shasi.
Oh, okay. So, like, you were not supposed to go on.
That was my very first day.
So you need to at least go through some orientation, get used to the equipment.
I didn't wait for the orientation, bro. Then he said that I'm going to give you the orientation tonight. Wow. So I'm going to give you some words to pronounce for me.
Before going on air?
No, after I've gone on air. That same night.
But you need to learn how to pronounce certain words.
Because the sun was doing what we call the morning show now. It was called the Dawn Show.
Okay.
On Radio Peace.
Okay.
And it started at 5:30 up to I think 6:30. So he said he wrote this word RAPPROACHMENT.
Okay.
Let me show him some rapprochement. I was like, hey, I'm on Papa. It's a French word.
Okay.
It is pronounced rapprochement.
Okay.
So he went some few meters away from me and asked me to shout on top of my voice, pronouncing that same word. And I pronounced it. Then he would come a bit closer, same word, a bit closer, until he got closer like this microphone and said, shout the word to me. Said, yes, you got the voice for broadcasting.
That was all.
That was all. He used only a word to teach me on how to manage myself on radio.
What was the salary like?
That time I was giving 75 Ghana cedis first.
Okay.
Don't ask me when, because it's not quite too long.
Through bank,
This is 2001.
Through bank. You had a through bank.
Even today, some presenters don't take their salaries through the bank.
Really?
At the end of the month, you go to someone's office and then it is handed to you cash, not even in an envelope. And because I was the youngest, I had to sleep in the studio. So I wake up in the morning to clean the place, set the place up for all other things.
All for 75 cedis.
Yeah, 75. And then 2 weeks, they realized I was doing so well. And then they increased it to 100. The time I was leaving, when I wanted to leave, they said they have to increase my salary so that I don't go.
Okay.
And they gave me 1,500, 150.
150 cedis.
150 cedis.
Old cedi is 1.5.
1.5 that time.
Okay.
I was taking
for you to stay.
For me to stay.
So you stayed.
How can I stay? That time, I don't know what came over me. I needed a much bigger platform.
Okay.
I realized that there's so much deposited inside of me.
Okay.
So the same Dodo Chame went to Kumasi, Utek FM, and they said they needed someone to handle their breakfast show.
Okay.
I have not done morning show before, only dawn show for only 3 months. We had then gone for the Central Regional Radio and Radio Awards, and I was adjudged the best English news reader. Can you imagine? Can you imagine this?
Yeah.
And Dodo Chami came and said, "Brah, I have this for you. Go to Kumasi, Utek FM. This is the number. Call." And then I went to Utek, long and short, went to Utek FM. They received me so well. I got there on Thursday.
Okay.
Friday, they said, "Go on air and do the morning show. Let's hear you." I said, Nana Poku, you pa. Listen, boss, I said, I haven't done morning show before. I was doing the dawn show. Okay. You record, they edit, make sure all the mistakes are properly corrected before it is being aired. But here is the point. You want me to open the microphone live
and start
a morning show? He said yes. So that time, by the grace of God, I've had some small mobile phone.
Okay.
So I played some calls. I called Dr. Adukufo, I called the old boy himself, called some few other people, including Sir John and Kofi Juma. I mean, that this is
okay.
What this is the deal, and what do I do? I mean, said that go ahead and do it. The morning Kai, after the news was read by Akosua Banahene. She's now on peace.
Akosua
Abuaje.
Okay.
She was the news reader, the 6 a.m. news reader.
Okay. So soon as she was done. And
you know what I did?
No.
I sat down and said I needed a strategy so that I don't expose myself that I'm not
a morning show host.
So I went for Daily Graphic. And because the man had taught me breath control.
Okay.
How to make meaning when you are reading. You don't have to sound reading. You have to sound talking. So I went for Daily Graphic editorial and started reading, getting the points. Okay. So as soon as Akosua go finished, again I started Onyame say ayeyi so winners. Again. And I started reading. And then I saw that my opportunity came was a glass door.
Yeah.
And thumbs up. And then Nana Puku came. He came and hugged me. Said, "Oh, hey."
When the program was not even
I'm telling you. Then I said, "Hey, Akwad Medidi."
You had not talked about salary. Even
No. So when I finished, I said, "Oh, let me go back," because I had not resigned.
Okay.
I didn't even know what is called resignation because nobody gave me any letter.
There is no appointment letter.
Then they asked me, "Do you have an appointment letter?" So I asked him, "What is appointment letter?" And then he explained. Honestly, that time I didn't know.
Okay.
And I said, "I want to go back." He said, "No, you can go. You have to stay. Monday, you have to continue."
Okay.
Monday, I finished the show. Tuesday, Wednesday, the calls started coming.
Wow.
And they said I have to stay. I said, "Okay, from 1,500. Hey.
From 150
Ghana cedis.
Yes.
They asked me how much I would take. I mean, they said they'll give me a place to stay.
Okay, free accommodation.
Free accommodation and all that. So I said, okay, fine. And yes, I tell you, so I agreed to take 500 cedis. 500 cedis. Then
it was huge.
Nana Poku started laughing. Said, oh.
A morning show host charging
500.
5 million.
Yes.
Then, yeah.
So no, it's too small. We'll give you 1,500.
So this is
2002.
2002.
Yes.
You were taking
1,500 Ghana cedis.
I can imagine what you are taking now. Now you should be taking like 100,000 cedis.
Oh, come on, Abba. And you know, some few months later, I think 8 months.
Okay.
I had my first car, and
through what you saved or
no. I mean, the company helped me.
Okay.
To get a car because I was doing well.
Were you very aggressive on radio?
I started being aggressive from day one.
Why? Because your kind of presentation, people say Captain is so aggressive in the morning. Why were you that aggressive?
Who wakes up in the morning and drink cold tea?
Nobody.
You drink
Everybody
hot
wants
tea.
to do
hot. Yes. So in the morning show must be hot. It takes a lazy morning show presenter to be cold in the morning.
So what we are seeing now, this is how you've been from Kumasi.
Akusha Gubanahini knows me better. I mean, this has been Captain Smart from Otek.
Okay.
When I went on air and spoke like Rollins and Nana Kwesi Ajibana to drive his car all the way from the house.
The former mayor.
Yes, thinking that Rollins is in the studio and, you know, a lot of things. I love presenting national issues with aggression and a lace of controversy.
Okay.
It makes people glue. It gets them to stay to listen.
Okay.
You know, and that's it.